I accepted a request from a man in 2010, a captain in the United States military from Texas. The first conversation was a long message, which I now know was copy and pasted. He explained what his duties were and that he was in Kabul, Afghanistan. He was a widow with a young daughter. He would only come online at certain times. I noticed after a few messages that his writing was very different. I now know that they type how they speak. After about 2 weeks of messages every night, he told me he needed a mobile phone so he could call his daughter and wanted me to send him one. I started to get suspicious, but I still played along with him. I asked him to give me the phone number of his commanding officer, but he gave me the number of a Red Cross official. In between his messages, I was investigating him. I found out on Google that he was using the name and photos of a deceased United States Army captain personnel. I called the international phone operator to get the area code for Kabul, Afghanistan, so I could ring the phone number he gave me, and she told me the phone number was in Turkey, but I still called. A woman answered who couldn't speak English. I had to call back, and a man answered, wanting to know why I was calling. When I told him it was about sending a mobile phone to him, he was wanting to know when I was sending the phone, but I told him I wanted more information about the soldier I was talking to on Facebook. He got angry with me and just wanted to know whether I'm sending the phone or not. When I said no, he hung up on me, and the scammer blocked me. I've since had many experiences with scammers. Some have tried to groom me slowly before asking for anything, and some, obviously teenagers or inexperienced, ask for money in the first conversation. Last year, I received a notification from Facebook that someone had shared 2 of my profile photos, a so-called U.S. military captain. I saw my photos on his page, and thankfully Facebook shut down his Facebook account as soon as I reported him. I now lock my profile photos, but sometimes they take. 3 of my Facebook friends have had their Facebook accounts cloned. I know what time they come online, and that wasn't them. Again, thankfully, Facebook shut down the fake profile accounts as soon as I reported them. My timeline settings are friends of friends only, but I still sometimes get requests from scammers. I know quite a lot about fake Facebook accounts and scammers. I know when they come online. I know from the URL links whether they are men or women and much more. Since the first experience in 2010 I had with a scammer, I've had many more. But I know a lot more about scammers now. We'd like to thank this lady for sharing her story. A lot of times scammers will share your profile photo to their profile. That's often done to try and get your attention and so that you'll message them or write on your photo and start talking to them. If you have an encounter you've had with a scammer, whether it be a positive encounter where you didn't send money or a negative one where you did lose money or your heart, you can have your story narrated into a video. If you'd like to drop us an email, scammingscammers@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook, Scamming Scammers Action. We can verify your story and narrate it into a video, and as always, you can stay as anonymous as you'd like. Until next time, stay safe and block the scammers.